全米野球記者協会が選出する各賞の最終候補3人が日本時間7日に発表され、エンゼルスの大谷翔平が3年連続でア・リーグの最優秀選手賞の最終候補に入りました。大谷の他には、ワールドシリーズを制覇したレンジャーズの氷、シーガーとマーカス・セミエンが候補入りしています。そんな中、米スポーツ局 MLB ネットワークでは、大谷を最有力候補として紹介し、
大谷翔平はシーズン最後の25試合を欠場していますが、MVP 最有力候補になることは並外れたことです。
と絶賛しています。番組に出演したトム・ベルジュッチ氏は、2020年から2023年までの大谷の打率データをピックアップし、年々進化し続ける大谷の驚異的な活躍について熱弁していましたので、日本語字幕付きでご紹介していきます。
But we must begin with a guy who is the heavy frontrunner to be AL MVP, Tom. Yet he missed 25 games, the last 25 games. That's remarkable.
And still won a home run title, missing basically a month, right?
Right.
And oh, by the way, led the league on the mound in toughest pitcher to hit, lowest batting average allowed. You know what? We should never get used to the wonder that is Shohei Ohtani. And it's not because he does both so well. He's getting better and better. Can I show you?
Absolutely.
Because he actually was the best hitter in baseball this year against fastballs. The best. But look where he was a few years ago. He went from 218 in 2020 to 374 this year. So I want to show you how a guy gets better and better, starts out great and gets, I don't know, otherworldly. Look at these swings from Shohei Ohtani. I want to show this on fastballs here. These are all fastballs, crushing them, right? 97 and above. Doesn't matter where you throw it in the zone. That's what gets me, is his coverage on fastballs is both in and out, up and down. That area there used to be a weakness. I'll talk about that in a minute. You can't get the ball in enough on Shohei Ohtani on heaters. He'll turn around. Now here he was back in 2020. That was a hole in his swing there. And he basically closed it up. This pitch is right where Lucas Giolito wants to throw it. And that's not where he wanted it to wind up. So Ohtani's done a great job turning around. What's the difference to me? It's the way the barrel gets in the zone. The angle to the ball now is not quite as severe. That barrel used to get underneath the baseball at the top of the zone. He's more level now and faster when you're more level. And now that's not a safe area to go to. When you look at all the home runs he hit, 44, led the league, right? I think his area right here, that's the nitro zone. And that's usually a safe zone in today's game. The elevated fastball. Everybody likes to throw it, not against this guy. So his power zone is on fastballs up and in. Here's the difference here. These are all the home runs he hit on fastballs, most of them in that area up and in. And that was an area that was, let's face it, a little bit of a weakness only a few years ago. Amazing guy. I mean, pitching, hitting, getting better and better. I just can't wait to see what's next with this guy.
It's interesting. He's clearly the heavy frontrunner for this award because of what he's able to do.
今季は日本選手初の本塁打王に輝き、投手としても10勝を挙げて2度目の MVP 受賞が確実視されている大谷。トム・ベルジュッチ氏も日本時間17日の MVP 発表が待ちきれない様子でした。また、MLB ネットワークの番組、ホットストーブでは、JP モロシ氏が出演し大谷の契約について、
この契約は今までに見たことのないものになる。
と断言し、その理由についても話していましたので、こちらも日本語字幕付きでご紹介していきます。
1, 2, 3. I asked you 5 questions before Shohei. Give me a little credit. How soon can we see him sign? What do you think?
What's his name again, Lauren? I need you to repeat that. I'm not familiar with him. I've never heard of the player you're talking about before. Okay. Oh, yes. So, Shohei Ohtani. I'll say this, Lauren. We don't expect him to sign this week. This is the first segment of many segments this year in which we'll talk about Shohei. I'm not even sure, Lauren, that we'll hear an address of sorts from his representation during these meetings. The word I keep hearing is that he wants to keep things pretty low-key as the offseason goes along. And honestly, Aaron Judge took a very similar approach to last offseason. Again, there was still plenty of discussion about it, but there weren't a whole lot of updates from his camp. And I think that we're going to hear a similar approach from Shohei Ohtani this offseason. I'll tell you this, I did speak with someone recently close to the situation and was just told again, his goals in no particular order: win immediately and sign with a team that understands how to medically and from an overall roster construction standpoint help him be both a pitcher and hitter for the long term. So, can you win? Can you help Shohei do what Shohei wants to do? That is the two-part question, Lauren, that's going to define our offseason conversations in so many ways for the months to come.
That's interesting. You didn't say geographical location, which is what we initially thought, right? A couple months ago that would drive him to a team.
Right. I think, Lauren, in general, for him, yeah, there is certainly the financial component. I've been a believer, though, that with the record-setting deal, if that ends up being where it is, there are going to be enough teams that are in there at those record-setting hundreds of millions of dollar offers that he'll be able to take his pick. I really believe that. And of course, I think part of the big discussion will be, do you go short-term and opt out one of the deals like what Maddie was describing, or do you take that longer-term deal with all the guaranteed money and then have that player option in the midst of it? So many different ways to structure it, but I do think, Lauren, at the end of the day, it's going to be a contract the likes of which we've never seen before.
I think Shohei, I think low-key. That's the goal. JP Morosi live from the GM meetings. Thanks so much.
今オフで一番の話題となっている大谷の FA、MLB 公式のエンゼルス版レッド・ボリンジャー記者も今後の見通しについて、
大谷のような実績を持つ選手がメジャーリーグでこれまで FA になったことがないことを考えると、何が起きるかわからない。今後の動向が注目される。
とコメントしています。また、スポーツ専門メディア、ジアスレチックは、大谷が今オフに結ぶ新契約について、
全体的な保証額や平均年俸の新記録を作るだろ
う。と、史上稀に見る大きな金額が動くことを予想しており、右肘手術の影響で来季は打者専念となるが、それでも FA ランクのトップであることは揺るぎないと評しています。さらに、投打の二刀流としてフル回転した過去3年を参考に貢献度も計算し、WAR をもとに、厳密にフィールド上での価値を換算すると、年間約7000万ドル、約105億円に達すると算出。大谷の契約を12年5億2000万ドル、約781億円と予想し、MLB 史上誰も到達していない5億ドル、約752億円の壁を超え、破格の契約が待っていると推測しています。今シーズンの大谷は打者として、打率.304、44本塁打、95打点、20盗塁を記録し、初のア・リーグ本塁打王に輝くと、投手としては規定投球回には達しなかったものの、10勝5敗、防御率 3.14、167奪三振で、史上初の2年連続、2桁勝利、2桁本塁打を達成しました。大谷は2021年に9勝&46本塁打を記録し、自身初の MVP を満票で受賞しています。2度目の受賞となれば、日本人初となり、2度目の満票 MVP となれば、MLB 史上初の快挙となります。これからも大谷の活躍から目が離せません。皆様からのコメントもお待ちしております。